Welcome everyone, Dr. Mandell here. Pollens, mold, dust mites, pet dander, allergies that you're reacting to from the environment, pollution, the food you're eating, all leads to histamine secretion. What does that mean? That means sinus congestion. Now, this is a major epidemic. And there are millions and millions of dollars being spent on medications that are not getting to the root of your condition. There are 4 sinuses in the head facial regions. They are the frontal sinus, sphenoid sinus, ethmoid sinus, and maxillary sinus. They all work together, but the majority of people who have sinus issues stems within the maxillary region. The maxillary bone is the keystone of facial bones. It anchors all the facial bones except the mandible. So our goal is to mobilize or to put motion into this maxillary region where it's articulating with the zygomatic bone. We're going to compress and squeeze several times in the zygomatic and maxillary articulation to put movement into the sinus regions. By doing so, we're going to stimulate sinus flow. The eustachian tubes are going to start to drain. This technique is very simple and the results are amazing. The first part of this technique, I'd like you to take your thumb and put it underneath the center part of your nose. And I want you just to push straight up. Push up nice and firm and hold that position for about 20 seconds. This is a reflex point to the sinus. This is going to stimulate the release of that congestion. Now the second part is what's going to give you these quick results. I want you to take your thumbs and come up in your cheek until you feel that maxillary bone. I want you to come from the outside of the corner of your eye and just trace it down into that maxillary region. I want you to take the heels of both hands and push it up against the maxillary and zygomatic bone. And I want you just to squeeze in for 2 seconds and release. And squeeze in, 2 seconds and release. And by doing so, we're causing a pumping action within those articulations of those joints that's going to free up that congestion. And you're going to do this 10 times. Back and forth. Push in, hold it 2 seconds, and come back out. And while doing so, you're going to feel changes immediately behind those sinus areas. So make sure that your contact is firm and you push in with a good amount of force, hold it for up to 2 seconds and release it. And you'll come back again and you release it. 10 compressions is all you'll need. Most of you will see results immediately. Within 30 minutes after doing this technique, your body will continue to change. You can do this technique as often as necessary. I ask you please to share this with your friends and family. Leave your comments below, and most important, make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell.